Presented by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Growing Legacies.
Co-presented by
Macho Hind, बड़े आराम से.
The all-new Hyundai Verna, futuristic, ferocious. XP100, India's first 100-octane premium petrol.
Good evening and welcome. You're watching the Newstrack. I'm Rahul Kanwal. One candidate, one seat. Can the opposition's plank for national unity ever become a reality? Or will Nitish Kumar's idea just remain a pipe dream? We're looking at that on the Newstrack tonight.
From Delhi to Kolkata. Nitish Kumar on a mission to unite opposition. Will it be Modi versus the rest in 2024? Can Nitish lead opposition Gathbandhan? Big focus on Newstrack.
We'll also look at international examples of what happened in countries like Turkey, Israel. In the face of strong leaders, the opposition came together, in some cases with success, in some cases still struggling to combine. We look at all of that and more. Let's get started. Here are the headlines. We're tracking them. Home Minister Amit Shah storms the old Mysuru region in the state of Karnataka, declares Jagdish Shettar will lose, says his loss will not impact the BJP. Prime Minister Modi dons a traditional mundu as he holds a mega roadshow in Kerala. He's also met bishops in Kochi as part of his government's Christian outreach. Yogi Adityanath declares no danga sab changa in Uttar Pradesh, taunts Samajwadi Party as he says UP is no one's private property. Women wrestlers move the Supreme Court, demand FIR be filed against sidelined Wrestling Federation Chief Brij Bhushan. India launches Operation Kaveri to bring back stranded Indians in war-torn Sudan. Foreign Minister Jai Shankar says committed to assist all our brethren. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is on a mission to unite India's opposition. He started in Delhi where he met Rahul Gandhi and Arvind Kejriwal. Today he met Mamata Banerjee in Kolkata and Akhilesh Yadav in Lucknow. No corruption taint, no dynasty baggage and largely acceptable to all opposition netas. That's the pitch Nitish Kumar is trying to put out as he tries to lead the process of unifying the opposition against Prime Minister Modi in the big battle for 2024.
Closing in, emissaries of opposition unity. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and his deputy in Kolkata meet West Bengal's CM Mamata Banerjee.
हम सब लोगों को ज्यादा से ज्यादा सब पार्टियों को मिल करके अगला जो पार्लियामेंट का चुनाव होगा तो उसके लिए सब लोग उसके पहले पूरी तैयारी करें और सब लोग आपस में बैठ करके बातचीत करें और आगे का सब कुछ तय करें कि जो कुछ भी आगे करना है वो देश के हित में होगा.
The Bihar leaders bringing the opposition together on a common platform.
हम तो नीतीश जी को यही रिक्वेस्ट किया है कि नीतीश जी देखिए जयप्रकाश जी का जब मूवमेंट हुआ था बिहार से हुआ था. अगर हम बिहार में और पार्टी मिलके मीटिंग करें, एक पहले घरवा मीटिंग उसका बाद में तैयार करें, बाद में कहाँ जाना है कहाँ नहीं जाना है क्या मैनिफेस्टो है वो सब बाद में बताएंगे, लेकिन पहले एक साथ में एक मैसेज कर देना है कि हम लोग सब एक साथ में है.
Signs of bonhomie warming up in opposition ranks. In a single day, Nitish Kumar and Tejashwi Yadav next flew to Lucknow to meet the SP chief. On its part, Congress has also been pitching for a unified opposition regardless of its frosty ties with the TMC, the Aam Aadmi Party, the SP and the PRS.
One thing you have to understand, 67% votes against him. It means that all opposition together, if we fight unitedly, definitely the BJP will be out.
The Bihar Chief Minister appears to have built a bridge of reconciliation within the opposition groups. Earlier this month, Nitish Kumar held talks with Congress leaders Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge, and next met Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal separately.
ऑपोजिशन को एक करने में एक बहुत ऐतिहासिक कदम लिया गया है। ये एक प्रोसेस है और ऑपोजिशन का जो देश के लिए विजन है उसको हम डेवलप करेंगे और जितनी भी पार्टियां हमारे साथ चलेंगी उनको हम सबको एक साथ लेकर जो देश में आइडियोलॉजिकल लड़ाई चल रही है, विचारधारा की लड़ाई चल रही है, उसको लड़ेंगे।
The idea of a united opposition has resonated down south as well. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has thrown his weight behind the proposal that all non-BJP chief ministers join hands. Veteran politician and NCP leader Sharad Pawar making similar efforts in forging opposition unity with a broader strategy.
इस कार्यक्रम पर है, मगर मिलकर जाने के लिए ये प्रयास करना चाहिए। ये प्रयास करने के लिए जी सदन के अपोजिशन के लेता है, इसे उन्होंने इसे ध्यान दे दिया, इसका लाभ सबको हो जाएगा।
On the path to cement opposition unity with a common agenda to unseat the BJP from power over people-centric issues. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's for a moment listen to what Nitish Kumar and Akhilesh Yadav had to say after their meeting when they did a press conference in Lucknow.
सब लोग ज्यादा से ज्यादा पार्टियों की राय एक हो जाए, देश को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए, और अधिक से अधिक पार्टियों के साथ बातचीत चल रही है और उसी सिलसिले में आज हम लोग भी बैठ करके बातचीत किए हैं। मिल करके सब लोग काम करेंगे ताकि यह देश आगे बढ़े, बीजेपी से मुक्ति मिले पूरे देश को।
जिस तरह का लोकतंत्र पर संकट है, लोकतंत्र को बचाने के लिए, संविधान को बचाने के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी की लगातार गलत आर्थिक नीतियों के कारण किसान, गरीब मजदूर तकलीफ और परेशानी में है, संकट में है, महंगाई चरम सीमा पर है, बेरोजगारी चरम सीमा पर है, और इस भारतीय जनता पार्टी को हटाने में हम आप लोगों के साथ हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी हटे, देश बचे, उस अभियान में हम लोग आपके साथ हैं।
Is the idea of one seat, one candidate feasible in the real world, or will this just remain a pipe dream? Does this pose a threat to Prime Minister Modi's re-election charges in 2024? Will the opposition just disintegrate given the weight of all its contradictions? Joining us to talk about this and more is the Secretary General of the Janata Dal United, K.C. Tyagi. He's one of the key architects of this opposition unity plank. We've got Ghanshyam Tiwari from the Samajwadi Party, key aide of Akhilesh Yadav. Remember, Nitish Kumar and Akhilesh Yadav met this evening in Lucknow. Riju Datta is a spokesperson of Trinamool Congress. Radhika Khera is a spokesperson of the Congress. Pawan Kumar Verma is an author, diplomat, has been in a few political parties, understands India's opposition space. And to give us a perspective from the BJP, we've got its spokesperson Shazia Ilmi. I want to go across first to KC Tyagi. Tyagi ji, नीतीश कुमार काफ़ी मेहनत कर रहे हैं, जगह जगह जा रहे हैं, दिल्ली जा रहे हैं, लखनऊ जा रहे हैं, बंगाल जा रहे हैं, ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज़ को एकजुट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हकीकत यह है कि भारत के विपक्ष की इतनी सारी खुद की डिफरेंसेस हैं कि जब आप टेबल पे बैठते हैं, फिगर आउट करने की कोशिश करते हैं कि कौन कहाँ से लड़ेगा, उस आइडिया को हकीकत में बदलना बहुत मुश्किल है। क्या आपको लगता है कि वाकई में 2024 से पहले विपक्ष एकजुट हो पाएगा? नीतीश कुमार की जो पहल है वो कोई रंग लाएगी, या फिर बातें होंगी और एंड में मोदी जीतेंगे?
राहुल जी, ऐसे प्रयास पहली बार नहीं हुए हैं। जब विपक्षी दलों ने इकट्ठे होकर के प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ लड़ने की योजना बनाई है। मैं उस दौर को भी याद करता हूं जब हम जनसंघ, सोशलिस्ट, लोकदल सब मिलकर के इंदिरा जी की ताकतवर कांग्रेस पार्टी के खिलाफ लड़ते थे। उस समय भी ये सवाल उठता था कि क्या ये सारे लोग एकता करेंगे, क्या ये कांग्रेस पार्टी जैसी मजबूत पार्टी को हरा पाएंगे। हमने 77 में हराया, हमने 89 में हराया जो 400 की पार्टी थी। ऐसे ही सवाल आज फिर किए जाते हैं जब विपक्षी एकता को लेकर के हम सब लोग लगे हैं। 2-3 चीज़ें मैं कहकर के संक्षेप में, चूँकि बड़ा पैनल है, समाप्त करूँगा। एक तो जो नीतीश कुमार फॉर्मूला ऑफ अपोजिशन यूनिटी 2024 है, उसका मतलब है 1 अगेंस्ट 1, जैसा हमने बिहार में किया। बिहार मॉडल CPI, CPM, CPI ML, जीतन राम मांझी की पार्टी, 18 साल पुराने हमारे खराब रिश्ते RJD के साथ, 50 साल पुराने हमारे खराब रिश्ते कांग्रेस के साथ, लेकिन अंडर 1 बैनर, 1 अगेंस्ट 1 इन बिहार, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, कोई पॉलिटिकल अनटचेबिलिटी नहीं। कुछ लोग मानते हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी और गैर BJP फ्रंट बनना चाहिए, हम उसके पक्षधर नहीं हैं। बगैर कांग्रेस पार्टी को इन्वॉल्व किए कोई अपोजिशन यूनिटी BJP के खिलाफ सार्थक नहीं हो सकती। नंबर 3, जो स्पेस रीजनल आउटफिट ने तैयार किया है 25, 30, 40 साल में, उनके जो जेन्युइन क्लेम्स हैं उसको कांग्रेस पार्टी को स्वीकार करना चाहिए, चाहे ममता दीदी हो, चाहे नीतीश कुमार जी हो, चाहे अखिलेश यादव जी हो, चाहे शरद पवार जी हो, या कोई और हो। और ऐसी किसी कवायद को 1 मिनट में IB से डर के, इनकम टैक्स से डर के हो रहा है, ऐसे प्रचार भी विपक्षी दल के जो हमारे BJP के मित्र हैं उनको नहीं करना चाहिए। क्योंकि जब हम और जनसंघ और हम और BJP जब कांग्रेस से लड़ रहे थे तो कांग्रेस के नेता भी हमारी एकता के प्रयासों पर इसी तरह के तंज कसते थे। अब
तो मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूं। आज मुलाकात हुई नीतीश कुमार की ममता बनर्जी से पश्चिम बंगाल में। मुर्शिदाबाद का केस लीजिए, कांग्रेस के अधीर रंजन चौधरी वहां से लड़ना चाहेंगे। CPIM का क्या होगा? सीताराम येचुरी बोलेंगे, प्रकाश कराड़ बोलेंगे कि हम क्यों पूरा बंगाल छोड़ दें TMC के लिए। TMC बोलेगी हम आपको भाई क्यों सीट दें, आपकी यहाँ पे कोई हैसियत है नहीं, हम ही यहाँ जीतेंगे। तो जैसे ही आप एक्चुअली टेबल पे बैठते हैं, सीट बाय सीट जाते हैं, ये 1 सीट 1 कैंडिडेट कहने सुनने में तो अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन ये हकीकत में बदलेगा कैसे सर?
राहुल जी, जो काम 6 महीने बाद हो रहा है उसकी आज क्यों शुरुआत करना चाहते हैं? जो काम 8 महीने बाद होगा, कौन बनेगा नेता, वो आज क्यों हमसे सोल्व कराना चाहते हैं? आज तो हम आपको कह रहे हैं कि ममता दीदी ने घोषणा की है कि बहुत जल्दी पटना के अंदर ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग होगी जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी से असहमति रखते हैं, जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के खिलाफ है, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, उन्होंने कहा कि जिस तरह से 1975 में जयप्रकाश नारायण के नेतृत्व में पटना से बड़े चेंज की लड़ाई हुई थी, वो चाहती हैं कि ऐसी लड़ाई फिर पटना से शुरू हो, और इसमें पॉलिटिकल अनटचेबिलिटी के लिए कोई जगह नहीं है। राहुल जी, सीट आज तय नहीं हो सकती, ना हम पैनलिस्ट तय कर सकते हैं। सीटें तय होंगी बाद में जाकर के। ये काम हमने पहले भी किया, जब हम कांग्रेस के खिलाफ लड़ते थे तब भी कांग्रेस के हमारे मित्र यही कहते थे, कैसे सीटें बांटोगे? वहां जनसंघ जीता है, वहां लोकदल जीता है। इसलिए BJP के खिलाफ सकारात्मक पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड लेकर के जो पार्टियां
Shazia Ilmi, are you concerned that unlike 2014 and 2019, where the opposition fought amongst itself, even if Nitish Kumar can't build perfect opposition unity, and there never will be perfect opposition unity, and the idea of one seat, one candidate doesn't become a reality pan-India, but it becomes a reality in enough number of states, it poses a greater challenge to Prime Minister Modi's re-election than the spectre of a diffused opposition.
You know, I would like to begin by saying that after close to 10 years and a decade of BJP rule at the center, and we know what a strong government has been and what a decisive leadership India has had, to see this picture of all kinds of strange bedfellows making a ragtag kind of a movement just to oust Modi ji. I think it seems like a concession and conceding of the fact that they realize they're no good by themselves, one, and their admission of the inadequacies of their policies, of their state governments, submerging of their identities, individual identities, which means
obviously they are accepting some of this. Shazia ji, that's not my question. Obviously they have accepted that they alone can't beat the Prime Minister and the BJP, which is why they are coming together. But the point that I'm making is the spectre of opposition unity poses a greater challenge to Prime Minister Modi's re-election than a diffused opposition, and to that extent 2024 becomes slightly tougher.
Yeah, but you know, Rahul, I don't agree with that. I think this picture that you see, Modi versus all, and who's who or who's who versus Modi, for me, it's a picture of desperation. It is not a picture of strength or opposition strength. It shows exactly, it actually demonstrates all the very reasons why the entire the voter bank of India would want to go and work towards Modi, because it's very obvious that there is no plan, there is nothing pro, manifesto, ideology, but there is one glue that binds them all, which is Modi hatred. And Modi ko kisi tarah se harana hai. And I think that itself cannot be the sole, card that can be used by the opposition. And if it does so, it's just an act of great desperation. So I don't see any strength here.
Okay,
I see
no,
a very
this
compromised, a very fractured
alliance is not born out of strength. It's not meant to be born out of strength. I want to go across to Pawan Verma for an international context. Pawan, to talk about what happened, for example, in Israel, where in you had 12-year-old tenure of Benjamin Netanyahu, and against that 8 opposition parties came together and they were able to put up a much stronger resistance to Netanyahu than would otherwise have been possible. The same happened in Turkey this year, where we saw against Recep Erdogan a lot of opposition parties coming together. Again, initially it seemed that they wouldn't come together, and these are parties cutting across left, far right. It was attempted in Turkey as well. There, of course, the difference was that Viktor Orban actually preserved his 2/3 majority despite 6 major opposition parties coming together. So the verdict on this internationally has been mixed. It kind of worked in Israel. In Turkey, they put up a tougher challenge to Erdogan than would have otherwise been possible. And in Hungary, it kind of didn't work.
You see, thank you, Rahul. I think these are examples which don't exactly have a parallel in India. And let me begin by saying that I welcome the move by Mr. Nitish Kumar to try and begin to bring the opposition on the same table. But my fear is really, and I wish them well, because the country needs a strong opposition, the BJP needs an opposition. My fear is that perhaps it's too little too late, because with elections now 10 months away, we've spent 9 years with the opposition fighting against each other and in a sense proving themselves to be an ally of the BJP by dividing the opposition vote. And so far, this dispersed coalition of parties has not coalesced or congealed into a concrete and visible unity with a leader, if possible, a pan-Indian narrative, a pan-Indian organizational network, and a grassroots presence where there is a coordinated network. It has not happened. Now, coming to the reality of the situation, and you put your finger on it when you began, can the opposition ideally agree to one opposition candidate against the BJP on a pan-India basis? Now, that is where the nub lies. Will Mamata Banerjee, with whom Mr. Nitish Kumar and Tejashwi Yadav met today, would she be willing to cede seats to the Congress and the left? Would the Congress say that it will not fight KCR in Telangana? Would, for instance, Congress say that it will not fight AAP in Delhi? Now these are, or for instance in Kerala, will the Congress and left say we will come together and not fight with each other? Now these are the questions which need to be sorted out. And Tyagiji mentioned that without the Congress and opposition unity is not possible. I agree with him. But that is the elephant in the room. That's the nub of both the solution and the problem. Rahul, give me just 40 seconds more. If the Congress were to agree to this formula, then it would essentially be fighting elections for itself only in 10 states of the country. They are Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Assam, Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. Because in other states, it would have to cede space to regional parties which are much stronger than the Congress. Now, if you take these 10 states, it adds up to 152. In these states, you can, in 2024, in my view, write off Rajasthan and Gujarat, where the Prime Minister's personal popularity is not only very high, but in a parliamentary election as against a state assembly election. Now let me just give me 20 seconds more. Now which means that out of 152 seats in these states where the Congress's direct opponent is the BJP, and the BJP's strike rate against the Congress is 96%. Is the Congress willing to reduce itself to a little more than 60 seats in order to accommodate the opposition?
Okay, so we'll go to the Congress leader in just a moment. I want to go across to Ghanshyam Tiwari of the Samajwadi Party. Do you have a debriefing yet from that meeting between Akhilesh Yadav and Nitish Kumar? Give our viewers your best sense of to what extent does Akhilesh think this idea that Nitish Kumar is floating of opposition unity is feasible?
Well, good evening, Rahul, to you, my fellow panelists and the viewers. And with respect to the alliance building for 2024, the pictures that you see, one, Nitish Kumarji, I have worked with him for nearly 6 years in Bihar under guidance of both Mr. K.C. Tyagiji and Pawan Vermaji. And I have seen somebody who's an architect of alliances, as is visible in Bihar. Similarly, in Uttar Pradesh, Akhilesh Yadavji has been an architect of alliances and has great chemistry and a dignified position with respect to parties that are in Uttar Pradesh. So I believe that the process of building these alliances that is emerging from East, that will start with all-party meeting, will set the ball rolling for 2024. I also believe that the idea of one seat, one party, obviously this idea is in full blossom in Bharatiya Janata Party, because they have either backstabbed or bulldozed every alliance partner that they have.
No, forget BJP. Let's deal, for example, with the issue of Delhi or Punjab. Would Congress be willing to concede to the Aam Aadmi Party seats in Delhi, seats in Punjab? Radhika Khera, is that at all feasible? It's all good to say, hona chahiye, but hoga kya? Would you be willing to give 3 or 4 seats to AAP in Delhi? They'll want all 7. They'll say, look at our majority. You don't contest in Punjab, you don't contest in Delhi, you contest elsewhere. How will this work?
Assembly elections and Lok Sabha elections are very different. And while we welcome the efforts by Nitish Kumarji to bring the opposition together, because all those people who have a common goal of, I was hearing the BJP spokesperson talking about that we all have hatred for Modi. No, ma'am, we don't have hatred from the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. We have love for the country and love for the people. That's why we want to work to save the country from the kind of rule that we have. We have no hatred towards anyone. Secondly, she talked about desperation that we are collecting. No, we are not desperate. If you call us desperate, what was the NDA in 2014? And the desperation that you joined parties with, out of which more than 20 have already left your people. Now, coming back to what Rahul ji you said, there is still time. We are meeting. There's going to be a common ground, and parties with a common, positive common ground are going to come together to fight for the nation and what real nationalism is and the problems that the country is facing.
No, sure, those are words, ma'am, Ms. Kera.
No,
those are words.
words.
I'm talking about numbers. Take Delhi, 7 seats. How do you split Delhi between AAP and the Congress? You'd want 3, 4 for you, 3 for them because your Lok Sabha vote share was higher. They'll say we need to fight many more than 5 because we are the strong party in Delhi. AAP to kahin ho hi nahi. Ditto for Punjab.
Well, talking about strong parties, I don't think Aam Aadmi Party has even one single MP anywhere. So we are going to have to look at it a bigger perspective, not only going where Assembly is concerned. If they were so strong, they would have seats in the Lok Sabha also, but they did not win any seat anywhere. So they also have to, lots of parties in the states have to let go of their egos. वो कहते हैं, एक कहावत होती है कि बड़ा वृक्ष जो होता है, जहाँ पे in whichever state a certain regional party is bigger than us, they will also have to, वो बड़े वृक्ष को अपने लीव्स और अपने सब कुछ झुकाना पड़ता है, अपना फल झुकाना पड़ता है, तभी जाके कॉमन नैरेटिव बनता है. So we have to see, everyone has to accommodate each other. And like I said, first we have to come on a common ground, a common program has to be made, like Tyagi ji also said. We have just started and it's just the beginning. Let the time come and everything, and what's the hurry? There's still a long time.
No, but the big problem in some of what Radhika Khera is saying, Pawan Verma, is that there is no common identity apart from a dislike towards the BJP and a supposed hatred for what Prime Minister Modi is doing. There's nothing really that binds the likes of Akhilesh, Nitish Kumar, Rahul Gandhi, the BRS and everybody else who comes on board. You just don't like the BJP, you don't like the Prime Minister. That's the only thing that binds you. Pawan Verma?
Is that question to me?
It is.
Yeah. No. I say that I say that even if it is anti-Modism, all right, it can be spelt out into a narrative. There are legitimate discontents: price rise, unemployment, curtailment of democracy, threat to social harmony and cohesion. All of these need to be built into a narrative that resonates with the people and which is jointly voiced. However, the situation, I believe, I would never rule out anything in politics, is it's a bit too late to bring this opposition desire into a viable, effective unity on the ground. We just heard the Congress spokesperson say that this is the bada vriksh, and so it must be accommodated by smaller vrikshs. Now, many states can say that you may be bada, but you are not that bada anymore. And we have our own national ambitions. KCR has launched his own party. The Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, if here, will confirm to you that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, while very happy to meet with Mr. Nitish Kumar, has said that the Aam Aadmi Party will not enter into any coalition with any other party. The example you gave of Delhi is a very relevant one. Will they adjust seats here? So my real problem is that, and I don't disagree with anyone, it's starting very late.
Okay. Riju Datta, how
which party will
cold, lukewarm or hot is Mamata Banerjee towards the idea of opposition unity and this notion of one seat, one candidate?
Rahul, in 10 years, the false propaganda and the lies of Bharatiya Jumla Party is busted. People, you ask the question that what is the common glue? Is it hatred towards Modi? No. But the common glue is suppression of dissent. The common glue is choking of opposition voices. The common glue is political vendetta, which what BJP has done to all opposition
No, but
parties.
that's what binds you because of your insecurity on the issues that you just mentioned. But that is not really of much interest to the voters. What is your message to the voters? Apart from the fact you don't like the Prime Minister and Shazia's party, what's your message and narrative with voters?
Rahul, the 2024 general elections will be the people of India versus BJP because they're sick and tired of their jumlas on unemployment, inflation, the real issues. We are not interested in seeing photographs of the PM all over the place. So our mission and vision is very clear. Trinamool Congress and Mamata Banerjee has no ego. Regional politics has some equations which we are going to solve internally, and all the opposition like-minded parties will work together to dethrone BJP for the sake of the country.
Shazia Ilmi, we've got a flavor in this broadcast of what might work, what might not work. What's clear is it won't work perfectly. What's also clear is if they try hard, in some parts it may work. Will you at least concede that where it does work, in those pockets, for the BJP to win against a united opposition is tougher than it is for the BJP to win against a fragmented opposition? That's the reality.
So now that we are sitting together and discussing the various possibilities and creation of a new alliance, a new political mold, if I can call it, you would look at two things, right? You would look at the content of it and the format. Now, as far as the content goes or the narrative goes, Pawan Verma did give us an outline of what it would be like. How do you make a cohesive attack against the Prime Minister on various points like inflation, unemployment, and what have you. Now, on all of these, I believe, and I'm a spokesperson for my party, that where all these factors go in terms of narrative, the advantage is that of BJP because people, credibility-wise, people feel Prime Minister is, no matter what has happened in the past or how perfect has it been, but he's the person most capable of handling on all these issues. Now, let's look at the structure, and I think we've already heard a lot of people have mentioned it. So, will Congress cede its fight against KCR in Telangana or against AAP in Delhi or in Punjab or against LDF in Kerala? Those are important questions. Now, for a minute, let's presume in UP that, Akhilesh Yadav tried very hard. Ghanshyam, I know he did. He came together with Buaji, that is Mayawati ji, and then earlier with Rahul Gandhi. So I do see SP and BSP. I don't know about BSP, but let's presume, let's look at the best case scenario. Let's look at BSP, SP and Congress coming together against BJP in UP. Do you see even that working out?
Okay,
and
no, that's the problem because I remember recently.
Last point.
Yes.
Last point. And Aam Aadmi Party has just become a national party. It is looking to take on and gobble up the Congress's hold on all these places. Do you feel that they would give up and their national ambition to accommodate a few parties, and all of them, in each one of them, would agree to have one candidate against BJP?
I want to refer to the images on your screen right now. These are from 2018 in Bengaluru. After the verdict came out, where you've got the likes of Sitaram Yechuri, Rahul Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee, Mayawati, all of them on the same stage, holding each other's hands and saying, "Hum sab ek hai." And then we know that nothing really, because the general elections are literally a year away, and nothing came off that plank. And that's the concern, that nothing may come off it again. Because Ghanshyam Tiwari, I spoke to Akhilesh Yadav ji recently, and he said that tying up with the Congress is a futile exercise. They don't work hard. They serve no purpose. I've tried it. I've burnt my... I asked him about the prospects of unity in 2019. He said, कोई फायदा ही नहीं है, मेहनत ही नहीं करते इनसे, टाइप करके मुझे क्या फायदा, जितना लड़ सकते हैं, जैसे भी लड़ सकते हैं, अपने दम पे खुद लड़ेंगे. He's tried tying up both with Mayawati and with the Congress and burnt his hand both times. What incentive does he have to ally with them?
Well, three quick points, Rahul. One, with respect to Karnataka, this is 2018. 2019 elections happened under the shadow of Pulwama attack. And that story is unfolding for BJP as their nationalism is sounding shallow right now, or hollow right now. That's one. In Karnataka alone, the upcoming election will tell the story that where BJP stands. Second, with respect to the punchiness of agenda, when the opposition is single-mindedly.
Can I stop you there for a moment to say that 2018, the BJP lost in Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. That didn't suggest anything about 2019. General elections are general elections, state assembly elections are state assembly elections.
Elections happened under the shadow of Pulwama attack.
They'll find something else. They'll find something that suits their narrative again.
Well, right now at least, they are not even able to respond to Dr. Satyapal Malik. So what are they going to find? We will see. But as far as
No,
the
I would not take
2024
ramblings of a disgruntled mind
2024
very
elections is
seriously.
concerned,
But I'm
2024 elections
afraid
is
you have to
concerned,
clutch at all
the
the straws
BJP
you
is
can
not
find.
going to play up jobs. They are not going to play up inflation. They are not going to play up the common man's agenda. Their agenda is going to be one leader, one set of businesses, one color, one kind of religion, one kind of conversation. Whereas the opposition has an agenda that is for people. And as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, and the seats on which you said that there are disputes within opposition, they are handful. India, look at the number of seats India has. In that, less than 10% seats will have any kind of dispute between two opposition parties. So I think it is quite easy. In the day of surveys, you run political stock exchange, massive surveys. In the day of surveys, how difficult can it be to figure out which opposition party has a better sway in a constituency? So I think that
no, it's not about whether it's easy or difficult to find out. That's not the point. The point, KC Tyagi, and you understand politics well, you've seen it for so many decades. एक बार किसी पार्टी ने कोई सीट छोड़ दी, वहां पे उसका कार्यकर्ता फिर घर बैठ जाता है, and the party structure on that seat disintegrates. Therefore, take Andhra Pradesh, take Telangana, the Congress would be very wary of making way for KCR or for Jagan Reddy, because in any case they are diminished. But they think that once KCR is no longer there in a post-KCR scenario, the BRS may split into 2 or 3, and then we have a chance against the BJP. They're thinking like that. They're not going to be making space for the BRS or for Jagan Reddy and vice versa. Why should Jagan Reddy make any space for the Congress when the Congress is down? The practical reality is very different from what you are saying. बोलना आसान है, करना बड़ा मुश्किल है, sir.
राहुल, आप मुझको एड्रेस कर रहे हैं ना?
जी जी जी, आपको पूछ रहा हूं त्यागी साहब.
राहुल जी, मैंने इससे 10 गुना ज्यादा कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी एटमॉस्फेयर में काम किया है.
कब?
मुझे वो दिन भी याद हैं जब जनसंघ के लोग सीपीआई सीपीएम के साथ मिलकर के चुनाव लड़ते थे और सरकार बनाते थे. मुझे वो भी याद है जब सारी पार्टियां एक दूसरे के खिलाफ चुनाव लड़ती थी. लेकिन मैंने 77 भी देखा है, जो 350 की इंदिरा गांधी को हराया. मैंने 400 के राजीव गांधी भी देखे हैं, जब 89 में यूनिटी
राजीव गांधी मोदी जी नहीं थे. राजीव गांधी की पॉलिटिकल कैपेबिलिटी और मोदी जी की पॉलिटिकल क्षमता में बहुत फर्क है, सर.
नहीं, आपको लगता है ना, आप लोगों को तो लगता ही है, हमको नहीं लगता है. हमने ऑल माइटी जवाहरलाल नेहरू से लड़े, ऑल माइटी इंदिरा गांधी से लड़े. और मैं माफी और अदब के साथ कहना चाहता हूं, मोदी जी नेहरू जी से बड़े नहीं हैं, मोदी इंदिरा जी से बड़े भी नहीं हैं. और जिस तरह का पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन आज बिल्डअप हुआ है, अगर 1 अगेंस्ट 1 हो गया तो ये 77 और 89 जैसे नतीजे होंगे. और इसके बावजूद भी कि कन्फ्यूजन फैलाए जाएंगे, नेता कौन होगा, सीटें कैसे बटेंगी. जब बीजेपी नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस से और पीडीपी से बात कर सकती है, उनके साथ सरकार बना सकती है, जिसके बारे में मिस्टर दौलत ने लिखा है.
पोस्ट पोल सिनेरियो था पीडीपी के साथ. पोस्ट पोल सर, वो चुनाव के बाद जब हो गया, अगर प्री पोल होता ना पीडीपी को वोट मिलते ना बीजेपी को वोट मिलते. जब मिल गए, जब सीट मिल गई तब बैठ गए, तब वोटर कुछ कर नहीं सकता. साथ में अगर बीजेपी पीडीपी लड़ती चुनाव तो बुरे हाल हो जाते कश्मीर और जम्मू दोनों में.
तो वो तो राहुल जी और भी बड़ा पॉलिटिकल अपॉर्चुनिज्म है. आप पहले कुछ कह रहे हैं, बाद में कुछ कर रहे हैं. और कैसी पॉलिटिक्स थी, आप पोस्ट पोल की बात कर रहे हो. पीडीपी के घोषणा पत्र में लिखा हुआ है कि इंडिया की जो करेंसी है वो भी नहीं चलेगी जम्मू कश्मीर में. उस पार्टी के साथ हाथ मिला सकते हैं. तो हमारे अंदर तो कोई पार्टी ऐसी नहीं है जो इस तरह की बात कर रही हो.
Now, Shazia, here's the counter argument. If the BJP can tie up with the PDP, then the BJP really ought not to be questioning why Akhilesh and Rahul Gandhi and Nitish Kumar and Mamata Banerjee are talking.
So let me come in. So first of all, BJP is not questioning any of them. They have a full right to make a coalition as and when they please. And what happened in Jammu and Kashmir is something that we all know at that point of time, that there was no clear mandate. And it's better to have a government there in that state than not to have it all. And there was a common minimum program under which both the parties got together. The rules are very, very clear, and neither of the parties backtracked on the essential principles, but got together for the sake of providing a government in Jammu and Kashmir at that point of time where it was most needed. Surely you could not have no government there. And imagine if they were to impose or talk about a president's rule. How would that be taken at that point of time?
Radhika Khera, let's spend a moment on Telangana. Let's spend a moment on Andhra Pradesh.
I got very little time.
Okay, Shazia ji, bolo. In any case, it's 5 versus 1. Shazia must be allowed to speak extra. Go on, Shazia.
Exactly. Please allow me. So now, Ghanshyam spoke about, so K.C. Tyagi ji talked about Jammu and Kashmir, which we all know was a post-polar alliance. Here we're looking at how the coalition will be made. Ghanshyam Tiwari just spoke about Pulwama and the narrative around it, what can be made through what the former governor Satpal Malik ji has said. But I would like to say that here are if you're looking at the ramblings of a disgruntled mind, which also it could be seen as and will be seen as by many, not all. That is something you cannot clutch at straws like that to have a whole agenda of your party or the big coalition that you plan. Instead of answering basic questions.
Okay.
Now when Radhika also talks about how parties must get together, I would like to say that we have not, in this entire discussion, we have not even mentioned NCP, Sharad Pawar. And one big thing, that the only thing that Rahul Gandhi seems to be counting on is this whole attack of Modi ji and Adani. Now tell me, how does that pan out? We are talking about opposition.
Can I please come in?
And Sharad Pawar actually
meets, so I'm out of time. Radhika has her finger up, so I'm going to give her a very quick opportunity to make a quick rebuttal and then I end. Radhika, 20 seconds.
So, 2-3 things. When we're talking about NCP, I don't know why Shazia ji is not updated. And time and again, Sharad Pawar ji has said that he has no problems if the opposition together wants a whatever inquiry, JCB, whatever has to be done. He's with the opposition if that's what the opposition wants.
I'm very much
please keep your facts. Ma'am, I didn't interrupt. Let me complete. When you talk about Jammu and Kashmir, everyone's talking about here. She said that there was no clear mandate, so they went and formed a government with the party. And then the Prime Minister and the Home Minister went on record to thank Pakistan for letting elections happen. You are absolutely right, Rahul. You cannot compare Rajiv Gandhi ji to Narendra Modi ji because Rajiv Gandhi ji and neither did our party ever thank Pakistan for elections. We are the party under whose leadership the army went and actually changed the map of the world, and we literally broke Pakistan into two. You cannot compare us with Modi ji, bilkul, and you cannot compare us with the man who promised
so we leave
to bring
that
the
for the campaign trail. We leave it for when netas are pitching to the voters, because it's not me you need to convince, it's the Indian voter who has to decide who he wants in the saddle in 2024. But what is happening is interesting. It's also significant because this is not a light or easy to dismiss development. Nitish Kumar meeting Mamata Banerjee, meeting Akhilesh Yadav, Tejashwi Yadav, Rahul Gandhi. If they come together, it doesn't mean that Prime Minister Modi will lose. It just means that the election for next year becomes more exciting. The opposition unity won't be a perfect concept, but just some united face against the BJP on seats as many as possible makes things more interesting than a split opposition, making it easier for the BJP to come back to power. It's been attempted in different ways internationally with differing outcomes. There is no one clear formula, but it does spice things up and makes things more interesting for us as journalists and hopefully for you as viewers as well. Thank you very much, K.C. Tyagi, Shazia Ilmi, Ghanshyam Tiwari, Riju Datta, Radhika Khera and Pawan Verma for joining me on the Newstrack. Story abhi baki hai, but where that story goes at this moment we don't know, but we'll track it closely and we'll bring you all the latest. Don Atiq is dead. His tales of horror though continue to haunt. Bloodstains discovered in Atiq's office. Details coming up on the other side.
The first half of the 80s, Punjab was burning. The Khalistani separatist movement was at its peak, and the most wanted man in Punjab was Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale. He was a man raised as a Taksaliya from the age of 7. By the time he hit his mid-30s, he was the dreaded religious guru of Damdami Taksal. Indira Gandhi's Operation Blue Star put an end to him and the bloody Khalistani movement, and she had to pay for it with her life within months of Bhindranwale's death. Four decades later, Punjab is again fighting. There's a new character who has emerged from nowhere as the religious leader. A year before Amritpal Singh rose to prominence, he was a social media savvy youth living a lavish life in Dubai with fashionable haircut and no beard. As soon as he was announced the chief of Waris Punjab Day in March 2022, he became a somebody from nobody. Amritpal Singh goes through a formal Sikh baptism at Anandpur Sahib to become an Amritdhari Sikh on 25th September 2022. From then on, he styles himself as Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale's model from head to toe with flowing beard, yellow turban and religious preaching.
Amit Shah said he will crush the Khalistan movement in an interview. When you want to crush or suppress a peaceful movement, that's totally allowed in democracy, like a Hindu Rashtra movement, like the socialist movement or any other movement. When a home minister says he will crush something, it's not a kind of home minister says something. I just refer to the history. I said Indira Gandhi did the same mistake. It's not just about she got killed after that. It's not about her murder. It's all about what happened after that. After attacking Darbar Sahib, there is a 10 years long militancy period in Punjab. Thousands of Sikhs got killed in Delhi genocide. So it's not about threatening Amit Shah. He is threatening Sikh community. He is threatening the entire community who have aspiration of Raj.
Skeletons continue to tumble out of Don Atiq Ahmed's closet. India Today has accessed horrific videos of Atiq's office where bloodstains and blood-soaked knives have been found. Another video shows a man being thrashed and tortured by Atiq's gangsters.
The dreaded Don is dead. But many in UP still shiver remembering Atiq's empire of fear. This video of Atiq's gangsters stripping a man and brutally beating him up with a belt. It shows how Atiq used fear as a weapon. The video, reportedly from 2021, was recovered from Atiq's slain son Asad's mobile phone after his encounter killing and proves secret torture cells run by Atiq's gang. Atiq's son Asad fancied himself as a dreaded Don from his early days. Several images of the word Don scribbled on his face have surfaced. In one image, Asad is seen sitting with a background poster which reads, "Land of the Ultimate Gangsters." In a big exclusive, India Today found fresh bloodstains and a blood-soaked knife and clothes inside Atiq's now abandoned office.
पुलिस ने कुछ चीज़ें बताई हैं बैक कैमरा कि ये देखकर ऐसे ही लगता है कि काफ़ी नए हैं, यानी कि ये धब्बे जो खून के हैं ये कल रात या परसों के हैं। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये एक दिन के, ये काफ़ी दिन पुराने हैं, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। तो ये सवाल उठता है, ये स्टोव का आप देख सकते हैं पड़ा हुआ है और करीब से मैं आपको लेकर चलूँगा, उस तरफ से लेकर चलूँगा जहाँ पर और अस्त व्यस्त तरीके से फैला हुआ है। यहाँ पर आइए मेरे साथ और ये देखिए आप यहाँ पर आप देखिए किस तरह से पूरी जो सामान है, पूरा जो सामान है वो अस्त व्यस्त है और जो महिलाओं के कपड़े यहाँ पर पड़े हैं वो आप उस पर बार बार कैमरा की तरफ ले जा रहा हूँ। ये वो दुपट्टा जिसका मैं जिक्र आपसे कर रहा था, यही वो दुपट्टा है, यानी कि दुपट्टा, वो कुर्ती, वो एक महिला की जो टूटी चूड़ियाँ पड़ी हैं यहाँ पर, वो और उसके अलावा एक पर्स। तो ये किस ओर इशारा है, ये सोचने वाली बात है।
India Today had earlier exposed Atiq's den of debauchery, where he reportedly watched mujra shows and indulged in sleazy acts with women.
यहाँ पर आप जैसे ही अंदर प्रवेश करेंगे तो आपको ये 3 गद्दे नुमा एक एरिया बनाया गया है कि यहाँ पर लोग आकर के बैठ सकें, और ये बहुत ही क्लोज जो होते थे अतीक अहमद के, जो नियर एंड डियर और बहुत विश्वसनीय लोग होते थे, वही लोग इस कमरे में आते थे। और सबसे अहम बात कि इस कमरे की आवाज बाहर नहीं जा सकती। ये हम खुद आपको बताते हैं कि हम जब हॉल में थे तो हमारी आवाज खुद गूंज रही थी, लेकिन यहाँ पर आवाज नहीं गूंज रही है। और बाकायदा इसका इंतजाम कैसे किया गया, देखिए फ्लोर को भी एक तरीके से साउंड प्रूफ रखा गया। चर्चा तो यहाँ तक है इस कमरे में अतीक अहमद मुजरा भी देखता था, उसके लोग उस मुजरे का आनंद भी लेते थे। ये तब होता था जब अतीक अहमद बहुत खुश होता था।
Meanwhile, the hunt for Mafia Atiq Ahmed's wife Shaista Parveen continues. The special investigation team is probing who all are helping the Mafia Begum escape the police's dragnet. With Samarth Srivastav in Prayagraj, UP, Bureau Report, India Today.
This is where we wrap up the Newstrack tonight. For your time and your trust, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Till then, from all of us here, goodbye, good night.
Lingayat battle erupts in state of war Karnataka. On Saturday, former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah launched a scathing attack at Lingayat Chief Ministers from BJP. Siddaramaiah said that the highly corrupt Lingayat Chief Ministers had plundered Karnataka during their tenure. BJP slammed Siddaramaiah, claiming that he had insulted the entire Lingayat community. Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai hit back at Siddaramaiah, saying he insulted Lingayats in the same manner Congress leader Rahul Gandhi insulted the Modi community through his Modi Chorjai.
ನೋಡಿ ಅವರೊಬ್ಬ ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಯಕರು, ಮಾಜಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ. ನಾನು ಅವರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಈ ಸಮಾಜದ ಒಂದು ಆತ್ಮವನ್ನು ಕುಲ್ಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
कल सिद्धरामैया ने क्या बयान दिया है, तो लिंगायत चीफ मिनिस्टर्स आर करप्ट. दिस इज द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ मिस्टर सिद्धरामैया, एंड अभी सफाई देने का कोशिश कर रहे हैं. तो मन में जो है कभी कभी बाहर आ जाता है. कांग्रेस पार्टी का मनसा यही है.
If Rahul Gandhi thinks he can come and get any voter in Karnataka to vote for him, least of all a community that has been constantly targeted by the Siddaramaiah dispensation in terms of dividing Lingayats, then yesterday abusing Lingayats. If Rahul Gandhi thinks, good luck to him. And by meeting Jagdish Shettar, certainly he's not going to get the Lingayat vote.
Following the uproar, Siddaramaiah clarified, saying that he respected the Lingayat community and he only called Bommai corrupt.
ಬಸವರಾಜ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ ಅವರು ಕರಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೀಮಿತವಾದ. ಬಸವರಾಜ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕರಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಲಿಂಗಾಯತರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಲಿಂಗಾಯತರು ಕರಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಲಿಂಗಾಯತರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಜನ ಆನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗಳಿದ್ರು. ಆದರೆ ಇವರು ಬಸವರಾಜ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ ಈಗ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇವ್ರು ಕರಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾರೆ.
Congress backed Siddaramaiah's corrupt Lingayat Chief Minister's attack, citing it is 40% commission charge.
Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, you should forget this notion that you are the entire community. You, Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, the individual, has brought the state of Karnataka into disrepute by your 40% commission government.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Popular faces promoting products via surrogate advertising. These ads remind you of a product that's not supposed to be advertised. Tobacco and alcohol advertisements are banned in India. The Cable TV Networks Regulation Act of 1995 says, no advertisement shall be permitted which promotes directly or indirectly production, sale or consumption of cigarettes, tobacco, alcohol or other intoxicants. But corporates have found a way out. Surrogate advertisements now rule the roost.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Surrogate ads are used to promote products which are not to be promoted. What's worse is that famous celebrities, movie stars and sportspersons promote these ads.
Leo, 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 la 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 la.
Surrogate ads promoting tobacco and alcohol often come camouflaged as promotion of sodas, of music CDs or mouth fresheners.
दानों से बनी सिल्वर कोटेड इलायची अच्छाई की एक अलग चमक होती है.
These basically are brand extensions for the company that may originally sell alcohol, pan masalas or cigarettes.
तो इंडिया खेलेगा अपने ही अंदाज से. विमल.
It's no secret what exactly is being promoted. Approximately 29% of the Indian audience still consumes tobacco. But these surrogate ads with these powerful celeb faces are so popular among the youth that the use of these products are manufactured even more. In June 2022, the Central Consumer Protection Authority released guidelines which prohibits these surrogate advertisements. But these ads have increased and so has the consumption. Superstars like Shah Rukh Khan, Akshay Kumar, Ajay Devgan, Mahesh Babu, Tiger Shroff are seen featuring in these.
तब लगता है कामयाब हैं हम. पान बहार पहचान कामयाबी की.
Recently, Amitabh Bachchan scrapped a campaign with the Pan Masala company and turned down the offer. Actor Akshay Kumar has stepped down as Vimal Ilaichi's brand ambassador after facing controversy for promoting the Pan Masala company.